The Careless Fox. If you think you're too clever to make mistakes, think again. Foxie the fox had always believed he could do anything without listening to anyone. In a lush, green forest, where sunlight danced through the tall trees and the scent of wildflowers filled the air, lived a fox named Foxie. He was quick, clever, and always full of energy, darting through the underbrush with a flick of his bushy tail. But there was one thing everyone in the forest knew about Foxie. He was very, very careless. He ignored warnings, took risks for fun, and often found himself in tricky situations because he thought he knew best. The other animals loved him for his charm, but they also shook their heads at his reckless antics. One sunny morning, as birds chirped happily and the river sparkled under the golden sunlight, Lily the bunny hopped up beside Foxie, her ears twitching nervously. "Foxie, don't go near the cliff. It's slippery and dangerous," she warned, her voice full of concern. But Foxie just flicked his tail lazily and laughed, his eyes twinkling with mischief. "Oh, please. I'm the fastest and smartest fox in the entire forest. I can handle anything," he said with a confident grin. "Slopes, mud, even a rushing river. I've done it all before. Come on, Lily, live a little." Lily's nose twitched in worry, but she knew arguing with Foxie was often useless. Still, she hopped close and added, "Just be careful. You don't want to get hurt." Foxie only chuckled, his paws already moving toward the edge of the cliff, his excitement outweighing any caution. He loved adventure, loved showing off, and loved proving that even the tiniest fox could do things the big animals wouldn't dare. That afternoon, dark clouds rolled in, and rain began to fall. The forest became wet and muddy, and the edge of the cliff grew slick with rainwater. All the other animals hurried to find shelter, but Foxie ignored them. "Watch me!" Foxie shouted, hopping and darting along the cliff edge. He felt proud and unstoppable, while Lily and Cubbie the bear watched nervously from a safe distance. Suddenly, the ground beneath Foxie's feet began to slide. He tried to stop himself, but the muddy earth gave way. With a yelp, Foxie tumbled down the slope, tumbling, sliding, and flailing his tail wildly. At the bottom, he landed near a rushing stream swollen from the rain. The water was cold and fast, and Foxie was swept away by the current. He struggled to keep his head above the water, thinking, "I should have listened to my friends." Meanwhile, Lily and Cubbie quickly acted. Cubbie used his strong paws to grab a long branch, while Lily helped tie a vine into a loop. Together, they reached out to Foxie and pulled him safely to the riverbank. Soaked and shivering, Foxie sat on the muddy bank. He looked at his friends with embarrassment. "You were right. I was too careless and overconfident," he admitted softly. "I should have listened to you." Lily smiled gently. "It's okay, Foxie. What matters is that you're safe and you learned your lesson," she said. Cubbie nodded. Foxie realized that listening to others and being cautious didn't make him weak. It made him smarter. From that day on, Foxie was still quick and clever, but he was no longer careless. He learned to respect his friends' advice and think before acting. The forest remained full of adventures, but Foxie faced them with both courage and caution, ready to help and ready to listen.